And good evening, football fans. Welcome to another edition of Valley High School Football. You're tuning in to valleycentral.com. Live video and audio. We're coming to you live from Sam's Memorial Stadium. I'm Kevin Arrow, joined by Mr. Jose. He was with me Thursday night, and we were talking about this 32-6A district, and he and I had a pretty good conversation in that third quarter, talking about where Los Fresnos will be, where will Brownsville Rivera be, where will San Benito be, where will Harlingen be. And then we said, well, come Saturday, that discussion will be a lot more easier. We'll have answers to those questions. And, of course, we have all the answers. So welcome aboard. And, well, what did you think of all of last night's games?
Good evening. No, last night's were pretty nice games. Rivera was an upset. San Benito.
Yeah.
A shocker. All defense. Good. It was kind of a shootout game.
Yeah, it was 42-35 was the score. So with all that being said, we had San Benito lose, Harlingen win, Rivera win, and now if Los Fresnos can get a win here tonight, they will get a piece of that pie, and they'll also be the fourth team to have a claim of that 32 district title. So right now we have a three-way tie for the 32-6A district championship. Of course, Harlingen, Rivera, and San Benito. Los Fresnos will be getting the football first to start this one, and we're underway. The Hanna Golden Eagles will kick this one off to the Los Fresnos Falcons. This one will sail at the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback for their senior quarterback, Pierce Ruiz, who leads this offense. And these Los Fresnos Falcons, they're not going to take this Hanna team lightly. And I had mentioned it to you before, and other people, I said Hanna is more of a second half team. So if you're the Falcons, you're going to want to play 4 full quarters of football. Yeah, no, kudos to you, man. I saw you running around with the cameras before the game, so special thank you to you and everybody else who got this game streaming on the video, because I know we were missing some students here tonight, so good job on your part. So the Falcons will have the football in their opening possession, ball on the 25-yard line. Ruiz, the quarterback. Eli Cruz, the back to his left. Motion man, they'll go with the jet sweep, and he's met by a flock of Eagles on the first play. Back to the line of scrimmage. That was Pete Bettis on that jet sweep. We've seen a couple shootouts, especially with Brownsville Hanna. They got into a shootout with Veterans Memorial a few weeks ago. And again, Bettis, the motion man. This time it's a design quarterback run. Pierce Ruiz will call his own number, so it'll bring up third and minimal this upcoming play. So again, this is the final week in 32-6A action. Thanks for joining us on valleycentral.com. KBSD 17, BISD football. Falcons facing an early third down on their drive. Now they have a motion man, Isaiah Cepeda. I'll give the handoff to Eli Cruz, bulldozing his way for a Falcon first down.
Blitz. No good there.
Last night, the weather had a huge factor in all those games. We had that cold front come in on Thursday. We were talking about it. And then the rain just continued. It's cool here tonight, but no rain, so the weather shouldn't be a factor in this one. First and 10, ball on the 37, motion man, pistol formation for the Falcons. Ruiz rolling out, flips it to the other side of the field, hit immediately. Good read by the Eagle defense there. Javier Ochoa made the tackle. That's what these Eagles are going to need early. They want to make a statement in this first quarter. What's the penalty? What'd you see?
Offside from defense.
Offside on the defense.
Indeed, that's going to be an offsides.
5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Again, if you're a Hanna team, you make the good play there with the tackle, but then you negate that with a penalty. You can't do that against good teams, especially like these Falcons. Miguel Garcia checks into the game at wide receiver wearing the number 9. He's lined up on the far side. And now Ruiz, the signal caller, addressing his offensive line, changing up the play. It's going to be an option play. Ruiz pitches it to Cruz. Cruz down the sideline, and he's shoved out of bounds. So again, these Falcons, they're coming off a 21-0 win against Veterans Memorial last week at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. It's an offense that I saw got shut out in that first half. It wasn't until the second half when they were able to score all 21 points. So I'm sure head coach Clint Finley is going to want his offense to get something going early. 2nd and 4 coming up after the pickup of 6. Design quarterback run. Ruiz to the outside, picks up a block, 45-40 to the 35. Stays on his feet and he's shoved out of bounds, and a good run by their senior quarterback Ruiz. That was Raymond Delgado. Shoved him out of bounds, and an impressive drive for these Falcons on their opening possession. 9:46 opening quarter. Ruiz handoff, Cruz up the middle, following his blockers. And again, this is a team that we see in the playoffs year in and year out. In the early projections and what we're looking at, Falcons win. They'll play against Edinburgh North next week. And Ruiz will call his own number, then he'll be chased down from behind.
Right up the gut. 14.
Ernesto Benavides on the tackle.
First down.
So a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the 16-yard line, already knocking on the door. Cruz will be to the left of Ruiz. And flags will come in.
Before the snap, false start. Number 5 offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Back up the Falcons.
So that false start will push them back 5. 1st and 15 now on the 21-yard line. So again, as this game goes on, we'll go ahead and give you the scoop on the playoff games that are coming a week from today, and then next Friday as well. Ruiz again, another handoff to Eli Cruz. Is gang tackled at the 15.
33 to 11. Stop. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
That was a pair of Delgados actually, Raymond Delgado and Randy Delgado in on that tackle. So Ruiz will be coming out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Ruiz rolling out to his left. Fires that pass to the flat, and it's incomplete. So will be.
Third down.
So just got word there will be 19 games next week. 27 will be Valley teams, so there'll be 11 non-Valley teams, as Seth, who just gave me that information. He's got 27 Valley teams that'll be representing the Rio Grande Valley in the Texas State playoffs. That's pretty amazing. That's always a good number to have our schools out there in the playoffs. Handoff to the right side. Keeps his balance, and hey, this Eagle defense has come up big after that false start penalty. Now it brings up a 4th and 8, and it can be safe to say that you can have 8 Valley teams guaranteed to make it the second round. 8 teams is a lot, because then you can go from that 8 till you get into the third round. Maybe 3, maybe 4 can make it. We'll have to wait and see. That slant pass will fall incomplete. Overshoots his man, the intended wideout. Rene Ortega down.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, now you got this Eagle offense coming out. So these Falcons went for it, didn't get it. That's a big stand. If you're that Golden Eagle defense, you watch them march all the way down the field, and then for your defense to come up with a big stop like that, especially in the red zone, kudos to that Golden Eagle defense. So now out comes their quarterback. That's Andy Lopez. The kid's a stud. He's a junior quarterback. He likes to sling it around, so we'll see if these Golden Eagles can exploit this secondary of the Falcons. They'll go with a run on their first play, and there comes that Falcon defense.
That's a good. It's no gain in the play.
Also keep an eye on Lucas Olivares. He's their deep threat wide receiver. Olivares and Lopez have that go-to combination, that quarterback wide receiver duo. After the pickup of 2, 2nd and 8, Lopez back to pass, has time, steps up in the pocket, fires that pass, and is it intercepted? Yes, it is. Falcons come up with that pick.
Good job by the defender.
Concentration. Marco Garcia was the intended wideout. Looks like the football came off his cleat. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. That ball, yeah, he had it in his possession when he fell back. And the football just took a weird pop and into the defender's hands for the Falcons. You catch the big break, you make the stop on defense if you're Hanna, and you give the football right back to the Falcons. That's just bad luck right there. Nothing you could really do except catch the football maybe, but that's going to set up this Falcons with great field position on the 7-yard line.
Back set.
So Ruiz again out of the shotgun, motion man. Ruiz, call his own number, looking to get in the end zone. Ruiz pushing forward.
Right up the gut.
So Pierce Ruiz capitalizes on that turnover, punches it in for a 7-yard touchdown run. The extra point coming up. The extra point coming up, snaps there, kicks away. So with 6:55 in the opening quarter, you're tuning into ValleyCentral.com. The Los Fresnos Falcons capitalize on the interception. They lead the Golden Eagles 7-0. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. I'm Kevin Naro, joined by Jose Sanchez, who's a senior at Brownsville Lopez, KBSD 17, BISD football, and you're tuning into ValleyCentral.com. This 32-6A matchup between a pair of birds, the Falcons and the Golden Eagles. They're going to take this one out at the 15, looking for some running room. 25-30, trying to catch the edge. 35-40. Bad return by Jaime Gonzalez. So again, you know, we talked about Mother Nature on Thursday, and it really came back Friday night. Were you at any games Friday night, or?
No, I didn't go out.
No? I was in Edinburgh. I had Edinburgh North. Luckily for me, I was, of course, inside the press box, but I was out there before the game, and hey, kudos to all those people out there having to deal with the rain and the cold, and the guys have to go out there and play. Golden Eagles, Lopez rolls out, hits his man in the flat at the 40 to the 45, and a good hit in the open field.
Catch and go. Second down for the Eagles.
Esquiela on the reception. So not a bad pickup. Pickup of 6, 2nd and 4 coming up. And again, we may have another special guest late in the second quarter. But again, I can tell you one thing, he will be here at the stadium. He'll be out here patrolling the sidelines, catching some highlights. Gonzalez with that run to the 45.
First down.
And that's Jaime Gonzalez. He's a big piece to this Golden Eagle offense. check out the replay there. Just a nice handoff. Gonzalez following his blockers. Just about lost his footing there, but he was able to pick up a first down. Golden Eagles in. They're going to have to tuck this and run. Lopez, excuse me, I was saying the Eagles are in Falcon territory. So we'll pick up 3. A 2nd and 7 coming up. So what we do know Thursday, there'll be a pair of games. Mac High at Laredo Alexander. Then La Grulla at Lavernia. That's going to be at Kingsville. Lavernia is in the playoffs every year. They're a powerhouse. We'll get to that after this play. Lopez rolling out to his right. That pass is incomplete. Last year we saw Lavernia against Port Isabel when they were in 3A, of course. And Port Isabel was a very good team last year. And they just really ran into a mirror image of themselves. And myself and Joe can tell you that Port Isabel had every reason to win that game in the 3rd round up at Corpus. But it was the turnovers that made the difference in that game. So for La Grulla to be going up against a Lavernia team is going to be very tough. 3rd and 7. Eagles looking to keep their drive alive. That pass incomplete, looking for Olivares on the curl route. Then you got Mac High taking on Laredo Alexander. Now Laredo Alexander, I saw them in non-district against Sherryland at Richard Thompson Stadium. And you see that one loss Sherryland has. He says, well, who beat Sherryland? It was Laredo Alexander. And they snapped Sherryland's winning streak that night in Sherryland. And I said to myself, and I said to everyone else, well, that's a good loss for Sherryland. You get the win streak out of the way. You can focus on district. That's what the Rattlers done. Again, they completed another perfect season. Golden Eagles punting this one away. It's a high punt. And the Falcons will take over. Already leading 7-0. So that game could potentially have a shootout written all over it when you got Mac High and Laredo Alexander going at it on Thursday night. Then we have a whole slate of games Friday. And these Golden Eagles, their season is over. We know that. But as far as playing spoiler and just trying to steal a win from a playoff-bound team in Los Fresnos, hey, why not, right? So these Falcons will take over. 1st and 10, ball on the 21-yard line. They lead 7-0, 4:52 opening quarter. Motion man for the Falcons. That's Garcia. Ruiz back to pass. Deep ball wide open over the middle of the field. Hauls it in at midfield. Falcons with a big play right out of the gate. They'll go to Isaiah Sapita on the opening play of that drive.
30-yard pass play.
Pierce Ruiz.
Lined up as a tight end. Both tight ends released on that play.
Nice toss there from Ruiz. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. Hand off to Garcia. Tripped up from behind and a good tackle
1-yard carry.
from Eric Tong for the Golden Eagles.
Expected two tight end set.
It looks like these Falcons may, for a minute there, it looks like they may have wanted to switch personnel. They're not going to run a swinging gate now. Got Lopez, we saw the other night, but Falcons will have a 2nd and 9 coming up. Ruiz, option run. Ruiz picks up a Falcon first down. Smooth running from their senior quarterback. Ochoa on the tackle now. These Falcons are going to want to go to a quick tempo here.
No huddle offense.
Something we've all come accustomed to seeing nowadays with this no-huddle offense. On the 39-yard line, here come the Falcons. That's going to be a quarterback sneak. Well, how about that play call? You got a quarterback sneak.
Got a good gain out of it.
Got a no man's land out there. reaching the tail end of the opening quarter. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to valleycentral.com, KBSD 17, along with BISD football. Sam's Memorial Stadium is the site of this final district matchup. 32 6A rankings. Ruiz under center, and it's another option play running to the left, and Delgado again on the tackle.
Just to look for a first down.
3 minutes in the opening quarter, clock continuing to tick away. We've seen more of this Falcon offense throughout this opening quarter.
Third and short.
All right, so they're going to mark him short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up.
Quarterback keeper, I'm guessing.
They could go to that quarterback sneak or that option play they've been running. So Ruiz, will it be a handoff, picks up the first down and more for the Falcons. That's Isaac Moreno.
6-yard carry.
So he picks up 6 on 3rd and short. 2:13 opening quarter, 7-0 Falcons. And they'll bring the motion man, Ruiz. Handoff up the middle.
Block. Good carry again.
George Flores makes the tackle. And again, Moreno on the carry. You'll see a lot of mix and match between Moreno and then along with their stud, that's Eli Cruz. So 2nd and 4 after the pickup of 6, $1:32 opening quarter. Falcons again knocking on the door, looking to grab a 2-touchdown lead. Ruiz, quarterback keeper, room to run up the right hash. Ruiz, touchdown Falcons.
17-yard run play by the quarterback.
Again, Pierce Ruiz showing off the wheels. 13-0, Falcons have the lead. Minute 19 left in the opening quarter, the extra point coming up. So the extra point. Snaps there. Extra point is up. It is good. 1:19 left in the opening quarter. Los Fresnos 14. Brownsville, Hanna, nothing. You're watching valleycentral.com. Welcome back to valleycentral.com. Falcons have a 14-0 lead. Golden Eagles looking to make this a game. They're going to take this one out, crossing the 20 to the 25. Nice cut by Gonzalez to the 32-yard line. That's where this Golden Eagle offense will take over. So we're here on some Saturday night football, and again, we'll go ahead and skip Friday. We'll look ahead to Saturday. You have Edward Vela against PSJ, La Jolla Palmview at Laredo LBJ. Then you have McAllen Memorial versus Del Rio. And from what I've heard earlier, Sergio told me that Del Rio team is locked and they're loaded. And McAllen Memorial is one of those Valley teams that could potentially make it 2-3 rounds deep. So So they'll have a first test against Del Rio in the opening route. Gonzalez had nowhere to run. That Falcon defense playing good up front. We are definitely in the final minute of the opening quarter. I'm Kevin Naro, joined by Jose Sanchez. And again, Falcons looking to get a piece of that pie. They said, hey, there's a three-way tie. Let's make it a four-way tie. In that 32-6A district, the way things have all shaped up. Shotgun snap. Lopez steps up. Pocket breaks down. He's going to have to tuck it and run, crossing the 30 to 31, and he'll just slide down. Watch for a flag. They're not going to get it. I'd have to agree with the officials on that one. Lopez slid back, and the defender kind of just didn't want to make contact, but kind of slid into him. Just a good, we'll get the replay here. Again, Lopez had some, or that was a play from before. That was a play from before, but the play we were looking at, previous play, was Lopez was kind of scrambling around. At the end of the first quarter, folks, Los Fresnos 14, Brownsville, Hanna nothing. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Second quarter coming right up. And welcome back to Sam's Memorial Stadium. Right out of the gate to start the second quarter, we switch sides. Hanna going from left to right. Third and long coming up. Lopez steps up, fires that pass, hauled in, incomplete. Looked as if he had it for just a second. And again, that was his favorite target, Lucas Olivares. Fourth down coming up. There he is. There's Joe Bowling and Sergio Chapa out there patrolling the sidelines. Now the officials are gonna blow a whistle. There's a flag on the field.
Timeout. Hanna.
So Hanna got the timeout before the delay game was called. So if these Falcons go ahead and win, they'll be going up against Edinburgh North. Now, Los Fresnos and Edinburgh North do have some playoff history against each other. And seeing Edinburgh North, I'd say I'd rather see Edinburgh North play Los Fresnos than having to play a Harlingen, who is a very hot team right now, and their defense is very good. If the Cougars line up against Los Fresnos, they did play each other earlier this year, and rather week 1, way back before district started. Edinburgh North came back. I believe they were down 22-0 in that game. They came back on the road in Los Fresnos. So you know Coach Clint Finley's going to have that game tape in his back pocket. But you never know. I know the Cougars are struggling on offense, but they, like Los Fresnos, has a defense. So again, you know, that's just an early projection of what may happen next week in the first round. 4th and 13 coming up. Golden Eagles punting this one away. And that's a wobbly punt. Falcons are going to try and take this one out. Trips up to the 40-yard line. So some games that we will be streaming, it has here on the live audio, it has Weslaco versus either Harlingen or Los Fresnos. Again, that's of course to be determined with this game here. Then you got Edinburgh North against either Harlingen or Los Fresnos. So a lot's riding on this game for these Falcons. It's just a matter of if they win, they'll get a share of that district title. They'll play Edinburgh North. So if you're the Falcons, you're looking yourself in the mirror, you say, who do you want to play? You want to play Edinburgh North? You want to play Weslaco? Luis, again, the design quarterback run to the outside, to the 46 to the 47-yard line. But I think if I'm a Falcon fan, which I'm not, I'm saying in general, right? I think the Falcons would say, I'd rather want to go against Edinburgh North You know, their offense isn't playing well. They got an injured running back. Matt Whitesides isn't completely healthy. A little bit of question at the quarterback position. So if you're Los Fresnos, you say, yeah, let's win this game and bring on Edinburgh North, because I've said it before, it's hard to beat the same team twice. Now, if you flip the coin and you get the other side, and Hanna pulls off this upset, then you got to go up against Manny Gomez. Or rather, you'll be going up against Westlaco, rather. Now, again, that's Ruiz. Inside the red zone, Falcons on the move. So that's right. If Los Fresnos wins, they'll play Edinburgh North. If they lose, they'll play against Westlaco. I think if you're Los Fresnos, you want to take Edinburgh North. Westlaco, you know, they got that win last night. 1st and 10, handoff up the right hash, trying to bounce it to the outside. This part of the field here, the Golden Eagles have played some pretty good defense. They had that stop earlier in this ball game. 10:28, second quarter. Golden Eagles and the Falcons taking on each other in this final week of district play. We're coming to you live from Sam's Memorial Stadium. 14-0's your score. 2nd and 5, ball on the 13. Ruiz out of the shotgun. Eli Cruz gets the handoff. Fighting for every yard he can get. So then you got San Benito at Westlaco East, Brownsville Rivera at PSJ North, Donna at Mission Veterans, and Ed Chelsea at Sherryland. Watch out for those Donna Redskins. Amani Bowen is back, their starting quarterback. The kid can play. And that's one team that Joe had as a sleeper in this playoffs. They did beat Ed Chelsea last night decisively with Bowen back at quarterback. Ball on the 7. Again, Ruiz changing up the play at the line of scrimmage. And whistles will come in.
Timeout, Falcons.
So Los Fresnos will elect to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. So we'll go ahead and just stay on air and we'll talk a little bit about next week's matchups. You gotta like Sherryland with Ed Chelsea coming in next week. I know you and I talked a little bit about Sherryland on Thursday. Now that I know that they're playing against Ed Chelsea, you really gotta like Sherryland's chances. And I was talking to Joe last night about Sherryland. Previous years in the playoffs, they've lacked one thing, and that was special teams. This year, they have it. They have that last element, and that could be the final piece to the puzzle when you go against teams like San Antonio Madison, who they lost to last year in the playoffs in the 3rd round. And you got Donna at Mission Veterans, which could be a high-scoring game. You got Santos Villarreal for Mission Veterans, one of the best quarterbacks in the Valley. He's a senior, so he's going to want to come out swinging. And you got the Donna Redskins, who just got fired, just clinched a playoff berth with a win last night. Ball on the 7. Falcons looking to punch it in, looking for a 3-score lead. Ruiz getting the signals from his head coach Finley on the sideline. Cruz will take the handoff to the outside, into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. Eli Cruz finds the end zone. Just like that, it's 20-0 Los Fresnos. Extra point coming up. .38. Here in the opening half, the extra point coming up. They're going to need Eli Cruz to be big if they want to make a playoff run. He's their premier back, had a big season last year. That was a high snap. Holder hauls it in. The extra point is good. How about that haul in from the Holder? So with 9:38 left in the first half, Los Fresnos 21, Brownsville Hanna nothing. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. And welcome back with a 21-0 lead. Falcons with a low line drive kick. Olivares is going to watch that one bounce by him, and he's going to go ahead and wisely take a knee. And then you got San Benito. They're going to have to regroup quickly, as well as Wesco East will. They lost that ball game last night to Wesco in that district matchup, as I'm sure you well saw. San Benito's a very good team. Gabriel Vasquez last night, he reached the 1,000-yard mark on the ground. You know, so they can be a dangerous team so long as they regroup quickly, as well as Wesco East. Moran is another running back of his own. He can really run the football. Quick screen pass, that's complete. Looking across the 25. Good defense from this Falcons unit. Jaime Gonzalez on the reception. Really had nowhere to go there, Jose. You just check out the replay here. Yeah, about 4 or 5 Falcons. I'm pointing here on the replay screen. And remember what I told you Thursday? I said, when you're around the football, good things happen, right? That's exactly what this Falcon defense is doing in this first half, just swarming to the football. 8:57 remaining in the first half. Lopez fires that pass, the 34-yard line. They're going to say he caught it. They're going to give him, I think they're going to give him a friendly spot. Yeah, they're going to give it to him on the 35. Marco Garcia hauled that one in. The original spot looked at it as if it was on the 34, but the line judge gave him that right foot to put the ball on the 35, so he did give him a friendly spot. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. Press coverage now from the defense. And off to the right side. You know, a week ago today, myself and Joe were kind of just breaking our heads on who can go where, what will happen, what if this happens. With this, yes, a ton of scenarios. Believe me, we did our homework and we tried sorting it out. And I think tonight, if he's able to come up here, we will have a much smoother session. Lopez back to pass, fires that one complete at the 46-yard line. That's Garcia on the reception. So I think tonight's conversation will go a little bit smoother now we know where everybody is at, especially in this 32-6A district. 'Cause we talked about the other districts as well, and that one was kind of, you know, we knew where everybody was at. It was this one that was so difficult to project and saying who's to go where. 1st and 10, ball on the 45. Eagles quietly putting together a nice drive here late in the first half. Lopez to his left, that pass incomplete. He was looking for Gonzalez, went off his fingertips. Lucky that wasn't picked. .721 is where the clock will stop. Again, these Golden Eagles, one thing when I issue my credits out to these teams, they do play hard, and they play hard for 4 quarters. And again, from what I've seen, this team's like a wet engine. The first half, as soon as it gets going, they're hard to slow down. 2nd and 10, ball still on the 45. Lopez will have to break off for a run. Hard hit by this Falcon defense. They've been doing it all night. James Vela led the charge there for this Falcon defense. Lopez rolling out, has time, looking downfield, fires that pass. Olivares hauls it in and takes the hit, the 29-yard line. Look at that replay there, nice touch from Lopez to Olivares. 1st down, Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles are looking to get some points here. 6:30 remaining in the first half. Lopez fires that pass, holding on and fighting for every yard. Nice catch from Rocha, who was lined up in the slot. Just a quick curl route there at the 25, and gang tackled by the Falcon defense. As you saw in the replay there. 2nd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 25-yard line. Handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside. Picks up a couple. That was the senior running back, Fernando Mendez. Once again, you're tuning in to valleycentral.com, KBSD 17, BISD football. Some Saturday night action here at Sam Stadium. Good crowd too on both sides. Again, Los Fresnos, not too far from Brownsville. Take the expressway, Highway 100. That quick pass is complete at the 15-yard line. And again, these Falcons had 21 points total last week. And again, all of them were being in the second half. This week, not so much. 21 points, all in the first half here. Ball on the 15-yard line. Golden Eagles with an impressive drive here. They're knocking on the door. Lopez out of the shotgun, 4 receivers set. Handoff, down he goes. Good open field tackle there from the Golden, or rather the, the Golden Eagles, excuse me. Cage Taylor made that tackle. Good stop for this Falcon defense. Now makes it a 2nd and 12, 4:35. Lopez is going to switch, fires that pass right at the marker. Did he haul it in? There is it. Maybe to give him the catch. Kept his feet in bounds. Got both feet in. Great replay there shown. And Olivares with a nice catch on the far side of the field. 3rd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 8-yard line. Lopez going to call his own number. Trying to bounce it to the outside. He has nowhere to go. J.C. Garcia was there to greet him. Now 3:34, clock continuing to wind down here in this first half. And why not? You're down by 3 scores, last game of the season. 4 receivers set for the Golden Eagles, looking to get their first touchdown of the night. Lopez rolls out to his right. That pass, incomplete. He was looking for Gonzalez. It'll be a turnover on downs. Again, these Golden Eagles were knocking on the door. Just could not punch it in. So a turnover on downs. Falcons will take over. 21-0's your score. KBSD 17, BISD football, teaming up with valleycentral.com, bringing you live video and audio on this Saturday night. 7:46 on my watch, November 8th. Weather starting to take a turn, starting to feel like some playoff football. First and 10, Falcons taking over. Ruiz, handoff up the middle. And now the bands are here. Was it Thursday when the bands were not here? Was it from Lopez?
They left halftime.
So tonight a little bit different. Both bands are already out on both sides, and they're out there with their warm-ups getting ready for their halftime performances. That play to the far side. 2:26, second quarter. The Falcons hoping to convert here. That way they can just milk the rest of this clock down. 2:12. And Ruiz is going to call his own number. Did he get the first down? Golden Eagles saying no, he didn't get it. So it is indeed a first down. Fresh set of downs for these Falcons. We're under 2 minutes here in a rather quick first half. An option play. Ruiz pitches it at the last possible second. Football's on the ground. It's a live ball, but he stepped out of bounds. Isaac Moreno lost a handle on that football. Could have been disastrous if you're Los Fresnos.
Illegal formation on the offense. Penalty decline. Result of the play, second down.
Now the Golden Eagles do have 2 timeouts. And Ruiz firing this one, that's complete. Again, Garcia on the reception. Nice play there, nice play design from Los Fresnos. And Ruiz again pitches it at the last second to Eli Cruz. How about that pitch from Pierce Ruiz? Second and 3 coming up. We'll go the bunch formation to the left. Falcons again sticking to the ground game. Ruiz, lots of room in front of him down the sideline, and he'll go ahead and step out of bounds. I think Sergio Chapa, I think his sideline duties are done. Looks like he's going to be heading up here. Another run to the left. This time it's Pete Bettis. Haven't said his name in a while. Second and 6 coming up. Final minute of this first half. Ruiz looking back to pass. Hauls it in. Stays in bounds. That was David Guerrero on the reception. 40 seconds, clock ticking away. And Ruiz again, quarterback keeper, lunges forward, picks up the first down. 29 seconds where the clock will stop. Clock continuing to run now. Ruiz back to pass, looking to his left. Deep ball looking to the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage there from the secondary. Javier Ochoa breaks up a touchdown pass. Looking at the replay there, Ochoa laying all out. He was looking for Pete Bettis, the intended wide receiver. 19 seconds. Again, Ruiz looking to his left, scanning the field over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Miguel Garcia. They'll extend their lead 27-0 with the extra point coming up. 14 seconds. The extra point is up. It is good. 14 seconds left here in the first half. It's all Falcons. They lead 28-0. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. 14 seconds left in the first half. Eagles are going to take this one out, crossing the 10 to the 15, running hard. So it's 1st and 10, ball on the 21s with the Golden Eagles. With 9 seconds left. I think that's what Hanna.
Quarterback is.
Well, yes, I think that's what Lopez would want to do, but he is coming out of the shotgun. This will just be a run back to the line of scrimmage. That should bring us to halftime. And it does. So we've reached halftime here at Sam's Stadium. Los Fresnos 28, Hanna nothing. You're watching ValleyCentral.com. Stay tuned for the second half.